Loose by Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow was born in Louisville, Kentucky. He started out posting his songs on SoundCloud and YouTube. He caught the attention of DJ Drama and Don Cannon, who signed him to their generation now through Atlantic Records. How do we feel about Jack Harlow's latest mixtape, Loose?
Loose by Jack Harlow. I want to go on somebody else's roof and dance.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it on mine, but I want to go somebody else's roof. Jack Harlow, man, how y'all feel about this album artwork?
Simple, basic. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I love the curly hair. Yeah.
I can see the green tint.
Yeah.
For y'all don't know, we just had a conversation about green tinted glasses. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool. You know, I mean, that was one of those poses where that's his cool pose.
It's like,
he got his good side.
I'm about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's his first. Well, I don't know if it's his first mixtape. I can't remember, but it's a mixtape. So you do what the hell you want to do on the cover of a mixtape, really. Doesn't have to necessarily agree with.
He didn't need to do much. That was it. That's all he needed to do.
Yeah, pretty much. About the flow of the project, man. How do you feel about the flow?
I feel like the flow is pretty much the same throughout. I mean, there really isn't much, really, as far as the beat changes and everything, it's all kind of the same. Well, I want to say the beat the same. His flow, like his wordplay, his cadence and everything like that. I felt like it was just kind of, the similar. But I can say for this type of music, where it's just, I guess you want to say turn up, have a good time, music, blah, 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 whatever like that. It stayed in that realm, consistent flow like that. So I guess it was consistent in that area.
How you feel, Flav?
I enjoyed it. He just sounds like he's having fun on the songs. That's what I enjoyed about it the most. And I liked his flow. He just sounded believable to me. I don't know.
Yeah, the flow of the album to me, it kind of reminded me of when I was a teen and we would be over my friends' houses or they'd be over my house and we playing video games. This is the type of music we would listen to. You know what I'm saying? While we were playing games. So that's how the flow of the album sounded to me. It kind of I'm not trying to say it sounds like the album, but Mace, Harlem World album, that's what we listened to while we were playing video games. We were playing 007, No Mercy, you know what I'm saying? And we be jamming to that. And that's kind of the vibe I get from this. Like you say, he's kind of having fun. It's kind of just to show, I guess, what he can do to those that aren't aware of his music.
Yeah.
Now, highlights of the album. Now, the highlights for me on this project, my favorite song up here is definitely Too Much.
Yes.
I don't know what it was, but I like that song a lot. Pick Up the Phone with K-Camp. I like what him and K-Camp did on that song. It was really dope. And then Sundown. I don't really have a lot of highlights on this project. Those are my standout songs, definitely, for sure.
Yeah, mine was Sundown. I was feeling Slide for Me. That was my song. And Too Much. That was my favorite. I even like when he kind of stopped and did he was feeling himself a little too much.
Oh,
yeah.
And he had everybody hyping him up and yeah.
What is that Slide for Me where he's kind of joking around in the studio? He's just yo, how that sound?
No, that was too much.
That was too much.
That was too much. Yeah.
That it was great. I liked the way that felt.
Yeah, I was feeling Sundown. I like how it started with that. Cody Banks had me laughing. I kind of like his flow on that too. That's one of the songs where I was just okay, you actually have a little flow. And what was it? Too Much. Yeah, Too Much was really dope. I just like how it felt like he was playing around with the melody and he was like, yo, is that hot? Is that hot? And everything. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lowlights, man. For me, the low light to this project is to me, it was kind of forgettable. And what I say by that is what I mean by that is I listened to this joint 5 times and nothing really stuck on me besides those songs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's a bad project. I'm just saying it didn't stick. Normally when I listen to projects, eventually I listened to this album probably 3 times before I even listened to the track names. But it's just even then I was still be okay, I slightly remember this song. I remember when he said that was kind of funny, but it just didn't stick. And to me, that's pretty much the low light of the project.
Well, it's a mixtape, so we're not about to get an amazing album from him. So this is just a sample. I feel like from here on out, he's just gonna grow because his flow is. I see the potential, I guess, in his songs. Yeah.
Well, more lowlights would have to be pretty much how on every other song other than Sundown, Cody Banks, maybe Slide for me, and maybe Drip Drop. Every other one sound kind of just too the same for me. Like, it was just like, I get, he's having fun playing around with everything, but it really didn't really show me anything about himself as an artist and where he could go from here, anything like that. So to me, that's why the album kind of seemed forgettable. I agree with you, because it's just like there was nothing really to stick out to make it memorable, to say like, oh, I remember that track, or this track, this and that. So that's why, I kind of felt like, other than the songs that I mentioned that were my highlights, everything else just sounded really the same.
Yeah, as far as my final thoughts on this project goes, I kind of agree with both of y'all. Like, I can see the potential in it. I can see him growing. I think he needs to pick better production. The production wasn't horrible, but then there was a couple times where I would be like, yo, like, you could have kind of had a better beat than that. Like, even Sundown, I'm not a huge fan of the beat. It's not bad, but I still felt like it could have been better. And I just don't want the project to be forgettable, because like the chances of me continuing to listen to it after this aren't as high, just because there's only 3 songs I could think of bothering to listen to,
I don't want to like just hate on the project, but it was just so boring to me. It really was. Like, the moments that I had in Sundown, Cody Banks, and Too Much, it was just like, yo, that was pretty dope. And there were some other moments in the other songs that I didn't mention, but it really just wasn't much to go back to. I found myself getting really tired of listening to it over and over, because I made myself listen to it 3 times, and it just couldn't stick. It didn't do it. And even on Drip Drop with Sahai, I was just like, yo, you gotta. Sahai he didn't bring it on that one either, but even with like, him paired up with somebody that I really expect to do better than how he did, it was just kind of lackluster.
Come on, Sahai did his thing.
Nah, he didn't.
What's your final thoughts?
I enjoyed it. Like, I liked him. I liked it. I mean, I wish he would have did something more with Too Much, though. He could have did some more with Too Much.
Most
I felt like it was getting repetitive after a while.
Yeah.
But I still loved it. It was dope. Yeah.
Final grades, man. For this, I'm going to give it a dash. I think it has some bright spots. I feel like he still has room to grow. But I still feel like you should check it out. I feel like there's something here. He's not worse than a lot of the other rappers we listen to. He's actually got some cool, funny moments where he says some stuff that kind of had me giggling a little bit. But, overall, to me, the project was somewhat forgettable. And that's, ends up being the reason why it gets a dash to me.
Yeah, he gets a dash from me too. I enjoyed it, but I'm excited about what he puts out after this. Like how, the evolution of Jack Harlow. Yeah.
Well, I want to hear what he puts out next, because I give this an X. I'm sorry. I mean, there's parts here and there that, you'll like it and everything like that, but it's not enough to me to say you don't want to listen. I'll tell you, go listen to Sundown, Cody Banks, and Too Much. That's all you need to listen to. But yeah, I want to see where you go from here.
Damn, I mean, you gonna do the young man like that, man.
Hey, I'm just being honest. I'm sorry, but I mean, listen to those 3 singles and bits and pieces of the other ones, and you'll get a pretty good picture of what style he is. But he just needs better production, and I want him to have a little bit more.
Keep working with Honorable C-Note, though.
I want him to have a little bit more energy, because we were watching the snippet of his Sway interview, and he seems like he has a lot of character and personality. So he just needs to bring out a little bit more of that in his music, and now gravitate me more to his sound. Right now, it just feels like, he's just having a good time rapping, but you're an artist, so hopefully it grows.
Yeah, I hope he continues to work. DJ Drama and Don Cannon. Don Cannon's a great producer. I just hope they put him in a good situation to win. Yeah. Because, they put Uzi in a good situation, but I don't know what their track record looks like with everybody else.
With the climate of music right now, you have to be competitive, man. Yeah, you have to.
True.
Yeah, because it's always here today, and then next week we're going to have like 10 releases. Or tomorrow, Friday? Yeah. There's going to be like 10 new albums releasing. Yeah. And it's on to the next. So, especially if that Mai Tai drops.